have a thick accent in less than 6 months.
It's going to be.
I'm going to go back home and be like, hey, y'all.
And they're going to be like, what happened to the walk dog chocolate coffee? When I drink a little, it comes out. Like I'm Fran Drescher.
When you mean a little, you mean a lot of?
A lot, yeah. And I'll be like, my mother, she's like the typical Italian mom who like, you walk in and she's like, lasagna? Singing to Tiny Dancer and I miss the way you make.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to Nashville Unsigned. We are chilling with the lovely, talented, fresh to Nashville,
4 days
Kait, Weston. 4 days fresh. 4 days. 4 days.
So I was living in LA for 4 years, and I loved it there. I did my music and everything out there. And then I moved back to New York. Last year, I tried out New York City, loved that too, but I was like, I need to try Nashville. And I came here 4 days ago, and I already feel so welcome and loved here.
I know. Like, I've stayed in contact with you a little bit and been all over your music. And, girl, you are mad talented. I mean, totally born with
No, actually not born with it. I have videos of me singing when I was 14 trying to do Christina Aguilera, and I was so tone deaf and bad. I could send you videos if you want. I didn't party in high school. I like hid in the basement, and I just watched Christina Aguilera on the VMAs perform like Hurt, and I just like reenacted every little bit of what she did. And I loved Christina Aguilera, Mariah Carey, like all those artists when I was a teenager, and I would just try to be them. Okay. Voice lessons are important for anybody at any stage.
Super important. And I actually just learned a lot about, I have some friends, vocal coaches, and learned a lot about how imperative it is the further you get up. Instead of some people are like, oh, I'm on this level, I don't need a coach anymore. Girl, you're mad talented. For you to be self-taught in your basement / voice coach. Like,
the dream is a wish your heart makes, and freaking go.
Yes, I love it. I love it. I love your style, your tone, everything. I think that Nashville is going to have a lot to offer you.
I'm so excited. So when I was living in LA, I got to write the Inspired by single for Romeo and Juliet that came out with Haley Steinfeld and Ed Westwick and a bunch of other incredible actors. And what's crazy about that whole experience was that I first had the US trailer, and I had 2 different songs, but that trailer got pulled. So I literally was like at the happiest point of my life. I was like, oh my God, it premiered on Entertainment Tonight. I was like, oh, this is amazing.
That's so
and
crazy.
All of a sudden the next day it got pulled, and I was like, oh. So it's like in the industry, and I'm sure many artists can understand this feeling, where there's many highs and then that high can be taken from you so fast. So what happened was I went back to New York. I went to go visit my family up at my cabin in upstate New York, and my mom gave me a bottle of like red wine, and I got pretty drunk and sad, and I wrote Till Death Do Us Part, which I then sent to my manager and was like, hey, maybe this song will work for the movie. He sent it to the producers, and then everyone loved it, and literally I went from happiest to the saddest to then like the producers being like, hey, this is gonna be the single for the film. And we like shot this amazing music video in LA that I got to work with the director who shot Christina Perri's 1,000 Years video. Like, it was just a dream of a day. I cried. I was so happy. And the producers of the film came. My managers were there. Like, it was just a day that I felt so like, this is possible. This can happen. And then, the premiere happened. I got to go to that whole thing. They actually, after the movie, they showed it. It was premiered at the ArcLight Theater right on Sunset, and they like showed the whole music video after the movie, and I was sitting there like, oh, what the heck is this? Like, it's little moments, and what I'm learning is that like happiness comes from living in the moment, and because if you're living in what's coming or what has already happened, you're not truly you're not truly living. There's so many things to be grateful for.
So tell us like something random, maybe weird, maybe crazy, maybe illegal, something that you want to tell us about yourself. You want to let out the vault for Nashville Unsigned.
I went to circus camp when I was 13, and like
circus camp.
Yeah, I learned how to ride a 6-foot unicycle. But like,
hold on, this is so good. We gotta replay this. You went to circus camp And you learn how to ride a 6-foot unicycle.
Well, we were supposed to stay at each station. There was a bunch of different stations, and there was like trampoline, there was a tightrope, and then there's unicycling. And we were supposed to stay for 15 minutes, but I stayed there for 3 hours, and I was determined in that week to learn how to. Yeah, so I learned how to ride a 6-foot unicycle.
We're gonna need to see that on a live show sometime.
I don't know how to do it anymore, but I have a video proof.
Hey, I'll take video though.
Yeah.
You've been in LA, been in New York, and now you're in Nashville, all the major music cities. Tell us, like, you probably have some really good stuff to let up and comers know. Just
always be growing, always be willing to learn, be open-minded, and just, like I said, be in the present moment, because life is awesome if you live it there. And also, like, for music, YouTube was such a huge, like, platform for me.
You're a beast on YouTube.
But I didn't think, when I first started YouTube, I made my username like Caitlin Ann with 4 N's, because I didn't want anyone in high school to like see my singing. And then, you know, some things you just don't have control over, and I just like, first, I think my first cover was, my first big cover was Katy Perry's Firework, and Ellen saw that video. And she invited me on her show.
Shut up.
Yeah, she invited me on her show like 4 years ago to perform it. It was like the most emotional, like that was before I even moved to LA.
Yeah.
So she just saw my cover, invited me on the show. That was my first time ever experiencing like that. I blacked out on the show, literally. They didn't film it. I was a hot, emotional mess. And then there was that, but after that, 6 months later, I moved to LA, and all the creative like musicians, YouTubers that I had been watching online, we all moved out to LA at the same time, and we all started creating and collaborating. So my advice to musicians and singers and artists is put yourself online, like YouTube, Facebook, and also like if there's a popular song, like I did this for so long. Like I covered "Love Me Like You Do" when it was like the right timing and the right moment.
And you're catching the traffic to the original.
I gained 40,000 subscribers alone in that month just because of how popular that video got. One viral video can do like so much for you.
Huge things. You're slaying the game. I saw some of your videos with like a couple million views, and I'm like, shut up right now. Like this is independent talent. Like, and you're getting that type of visibility. Anybody who doesn't know Kait Weston yet, like we want you to know her and her skill set. So I love what you do, dude. Keep killing the game. Kait Weston, we're gonna sync her up on everything, all things social, website. She's got all kinds of goodies lined up for her in Nashville because she just got here. So this chick's a powerhouse. Stay tuned, guys. We're gonna have some things coming up with her soon, maybe. So we're gonna keep everybody posted. Thanks so much, guys. Thank you, Kait.